Hello and welcome to Oman. We're here in the Gulf for the biggest British military deployment in the area since the Iraq War. We're embedding with Marine Commandos, Challenger 2 tanks. There's around 5,000 British military personnel here and we're going to show you all of it. That's 5,500 British military personnel, here to train and provide support to Britain's Omani allies. And we got access to them, and their 18 Challenger 2 tanks.
الجيش البريطاني جيش منضبط جدا، دائما خبراتهم كبيرة واسعة في مجال العمل. نحن نستفيد منهم وبالفعل استفدنا معهم خلال هذا التمرين المشترك الموحد.
Yeah, I'm Sergeant James Teese of the Royal Tank Regiment, Cyclops Squadron. We've just been working alongside the Omani Army, showing our capabilities plus their capabilities and sort of just getting to know them, their techniques and what they do, and sort of learning off each other, bouncing off each other. I think they hold us in very high regard as the British Army and see us more as the training staff more than anything else, so they're very enthusiastic to learn how we're working, if they can take anything from it. We had a few today, we spoke to a few other tank crews, got to meet their tank commanders, and also got to see a little bit of their tactics, and we've just been, like you say, working together and spending some good quality time together as separate crews, really.
We left in the middle of the night, no sleep. The mission? To insert onto a desolate beach, ascend a cliff face and launch a shock assault on an enemy position.
We got a mixture of a land map here in front of us and a maritime chart, so combining both. So the area of operations that we were dealing in last night was down here to the south, which was Ras Markaz, where you went ashore onto objective aluminium.
The Marines unfurl like a Russian doll over the sea. From their ship to an amphibious assault craft, which does not look too dissimilar to the landing barges of Saving Private Ryan. From there to an inflatable boat that ghosts into shore. The landing craft we deployed from can repeat this process, with either a maximum capacity of 120 Marines or one Challenger 2 battle tank.
The objective aluminium, where you went ashore and did your raid. You started off out here in these outer transit areas, so doing your procedure, and then the shipping would have moved forwards into an inner transit area. You got off Line Bay into a landing craft utility, which took you in sort of roughly 10 kilometres towards the coast, and then you transferred into one of our inshore raiding crafts.
We waded into Blue Beach. A field of boulders littered our approach and only ended at the foot of a cliff, which we then climbed to the top of. Still freezing cold in the desert night, wet from the Arabian Sea.
The raid last night into this morning was the first action by the lead commando group, which is the landing force of the UK's Amphibious Task Group here on exercise Saif Sareea. So my name's Lieutenant Colonel Paul Maynard and I'm the Commanding Officer of 40 Commando Royal Marines. It's important that we maintain our links with our friends and our allies in this part of the world because our security interests and our national interests are aligned with theirs. And it's important from an environmental perspective that forces like 3 Commander Brigade sustain our ability to operate in austere, hot, arid and challenging environments, and so this training is absolutely essential. We've long had security and economic and political interests in the Middle East. Indeed, in the last 50, 60 years, the Royal Navy and the Royal Marines have long had a presence here. The Royal Marines fought alongside the Sultan's Armed Forces in the Dhofar campaign. One of my predecessors personally fought in that campaign. And there's a brotherhood that flows from that sort of fighting, that sort of loss of life, and those links in brotherhood are never lost, and we can feel that working with our Omani partners today.
I'm Captain Tim Neild, captain of HMS Albion. Albion is right here at the very heart of the task group. We're commanded by an Omani commander of the task group. I am in command of the Amphibious Task Force, the shipping that supports the amphibious operation, and the opportunity to work with key partners and allies throughout the world builds confidence and competence in the way that we operate, because we all learn from each other. It's a really enriching process, and we've really enjoyed working alongside our Omani colleagues.
I'm Lance Corporal Bridger. I'm an operator in support troop in the Household Cavalry. Yeah, we've worked with the Omanis. It's good to see how they operate and how we operate and strengthen relations that way. Yeah.
Oman Army and the British Army are having a strong relationship long time ago. So they are training together, and they all sharing lots of things together, and they are our first friends.